You're watching the SCAC Spring Media Days. Today we're taking a look at the Johnson & Wales University of Denver women's lacrosse program. The Wildcats will be led as they head into the season by head coach Mallory Bahr, along with senior Katie Smith. And Coach Katie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us today.
Coach, for you, you're heading into your second season as the head coach there of the Wildcats women's lacrosse program. As you took inventory of a season ago, what did you learn that helped prepare you to going into your second year there at JWU?
I think learning from my first year, definitely how the players gelled together, and definitely recruiting and bringing in those players that can really complement what we have. Our returners are great, and everything we've been putting on the field has been coming together pretty well.
Katie, for you as a senior and one of the leaders on this team, take me through your mindset as you prepare for your final season there at JWU. What have you seen kind of your role on this team change just in terms of sort of what's been asked with you as far as a leadership position as a senior this year?
Well, I'm a returning captain, so I just kind of carried that over from last year. But I think having such a big recruited freshman class this year, it was really important for me to incorporate everyone as well as possible to make sure that we worked well in the field together. I think that was probably my biggest concern, just getting everyone learning kind of how each other play so we can be successful.
Katie, coming off a junior season in which you scored 10 goals and collected 4 assists for 14 total points, you also picked up 17 ground balls and won 17 draw controls. Just take me through your game individually. What have you worked on through the course of the summer, through fall, to continue to grow as a player and make sure you're as prepared as you possibly can going into this senior year?
Especially during the summer, you just hit the gym as much as possible. I play in summer leagues with Coach, actually, different teams, but still get to play and keep your skills fresh. I definitely watch a lot of film from D1 and the new professional women's league. I think that's really great, watching how they move on the field and just making sure to keep up my relationships with the team so that doesn't fade and we still have that connection on the field.
Coach, you mentioned the recruiting process that you've gone through. You bring in 7 new freshmen to this team. Freshmen obviously bring their own unique excitement and challenges. Speak about these new freshmen you've brought into your program. What have you seen from them that gives you a lot of confidence heading into the year?
Yeah, so I've seen all 7 freshmen really step up in multiple ways. All of them want to earn their spot on the field. All of them want to get to know the returners. And we spend a lot of time doing team bonding, which has been great. But their stick skills, they're always at the gym. They're asking me, Coach, what can I do to get better? And they're just great asset to this team.
Katie, the SCAC returns to sponsoring women's lacrosse for the first time since 2012, and obviously JWU is a big part of the reason why. You know, getting to be a part of the SCAC this season, is that something that adds sort of an extra element to practices? Is that something that you and your teammates are excited to join this league and have something to kind of shoot for in terms of goals heading into the year?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. Being in our previous conference, we were kind of used to playing all the same teams, so it's pretty exciting being able to branch out more, see some new places, play new people. It's definitely something we're all pretty excited about.
Coach, early on in this preseason, what's been your message to your troops as far as, you know, just trying to continue to put your fingerprints on this team and make sure they're as prepared as they possibly can going into the season?
Yeah, so I stress get better every day. All of our kids want to get better. All of our athletes are like, okay, we're a new team coming into this league. We're Division III. We're not playing the same old team. So it's kind of one of those things, buy in and step up and be a great teammate. That's what we've stressed this preseason, and we're excited. So yeah.
And Katie, finally to wrap things up with you, as you've had discussions with your teammates about this 2019 season and some of the goals that you have, what have those discussions looked like, and what are some of those marks that you're hoping to accomplish in heading into this year?
I mean, from my perspective as a captain, it's really just encourage and lead as much as I possibly can. Make sure everyone's making it to practice, everyone's taking care of themselves in the training room. We have our weight room goals. We work on those when we hit the weight room, and I think our field goals are just to come home with some wins and to play the best we can and to look the best on the field as possible.
And finally, Coach, to wrap things up with you, for all the fans, family, friends that will come out and support your women's lacrosse program this season, What are some characteristics or identities you really hope this team sort of embraces and takes on that, regardless of the outcome, win or loss, the people that support this program can really, bank on game in and game out throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, so every game I just want us to get better. I want us to have fun. If we're playing lacrosse, we're out there and the girls are having fun, they seem to do a little bit better. They are working together, they trust each other. And I just want our fans to be like, okay, they've gotten better since last year. Okay, they're stepping up and making new goals for themselves.
The Johnson & Wales University Denver women's lacrosse program. Again, the Wildcats will be led as they head into the season by head coach Mallory Bahr, along with senior Katie Smith. Coach Katie, thanks so much for joining us today, and best of luck as you head into the season.
Thank you for having us.